The HOA president thought waving a gun would scare my wife into obeying his rules. What he didn't know, she could break a grown man in seconds, and his downfall started the moment he touched that weapon. My wife, Mara, isn't someone you notice instantly. She's quiet, calm, and carries herself like someone who never needs to raise her voice to be heard. Most people don't know she's a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, trained, disciplined, and faster than most men twice her size. But the HOA president, Carl Benton, never bothered to learn who he was dealing with. It started when the HOA suddenly passed a rule banning unauthorized home equipment in driveways. They claimed Mara's training mats, which she used for self-defense classes on weekends, were an eyesore. She tried to reason with them, offered to store them neatly, even adjusted schedules to avoid disturbing anyone. But Carl didn't want cooperation. He wanted control. One evening, as Mara unloaded her mats, Carl stomped down our driveway, furious, shouting that she'd ignored his orders. She stayed calm as always, telling him she was within her rights. But Carl wasn't there to talk. He lifted his shirt and revealed a handgun tucked into his waistband, letting the metal gleam in the light. "Maybe now you'll listen," he snarled. He didn't realize the moment he touched that gun, he'd given her the green light. She didn't attack. She didn't panic. She waited, still, composed. When Carl stepped too close and grabbed her arm, everything changed. Her body moved on instinct, a pivot, a lock, a sweep. In less than 2 seconds, Carl was face down on the pavement, his wrist pinned, gun kicked safely away. He screamed as she immobilized him, applying just enough pressure to stop him from doing anything stupid. Neighbors rushed out. Someone recorded everything. Police arrived within minutes, and the video showed Carl initiating the threat. The officer handcuffed him on the spot for assault and brandishing a firearm. The HOA tried defending him until the board saw the footage. A recall vote came instantly. Carl was removed, fined, and banned from holding any HOA position ever again. Today, Mara teaches self-defense classes for the entire neighborhood, right in the community center the HOA once tried to restrict her from using. Turns out, the only thing Carl succeeded in controlling was the end of his own power.
I am Liam, and trust me, the next HOA story is even worse. Subscribe now.